JUJU is real. I will repeat myself. JUJU is real. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. It's not about cracking jokes or being funny. I'm like, ha ha ha, oh JUJU. It's real. It's a real thing. It exists. It's a reality. And proof of that was this Sigurdsson. Sigurdsson, he scored the penalty. But there are powers that us in the physical don't have anything against, because JUJU is greater than us. JUJU, it comes from the spiritual world. And the JUJU came, shack, bah, bah, boom. That's how it works. Let's break this down. First half, Nigeria were garbage, crap, horrible, useless, bad. And Iceland had a game plan. We're going to be tough defensively, and we're going to try and break. First half, Iceland were the better team because defensively they had Nigeria on lock and they created the most of the chances. Nigeria did not have a single shot on target in the first half, and I just thought for Nigeria, they couldn't figure out Iceland, they couldn't figure out the defense. There was no movement from defense to midfield, hence why from defense, you just saw long ball. So Nigeria just for some reason, maybe lack of bravery, lack of skill, they couldn't trust themselves to play the ball on the ground, one touch, quickly, turn and move, and they try and actually slowly move. They were just going for the long balls to try and hope that something would fall onto Kekelechi or Moses, and that wasn't happening. Moses might need to be put under review. We need to be put under review. But look, man, Ahmed Musa. Ahmed Musa is a borderline Class A brick. Because I know Musa very well, because I watched Musa at the Nations Cups. I watched him for World Cup qualifiers, so I know Musa very well. I don't really watch him that much from Moscow, but I watch him a lot from Nigeria. He's a borderline Class A brick. But for some reason, at the World Cup, he just switches. And he switched. He completely switched. But the second half, I just said, wait a minute. So in Nigeria, why didn't you do that in the first half? Because so in the second half, it was faster, it was sharper, there was far more intense, and it looked like if they had actually woken up. But people need to understand about this. So I think people got a bit confused when I said that Pandediam and Eba. Now, in case you don't know, Pandediam and egusi soup is the greatest meal in the world. I couldn't give a damn about pasta. I don't give a damn about your Italian meal, your Spanish meals, or Chinese meal, or English meals. I'm sorry, like, this is a fact. The greatest meal on the planet is Pandediam and egusi, made well, where the Pandediam is a bit soft, not too dry, and the egusi is dry, but it's a little sauce there. Pandediam and egusi soup made well is the greatest meal in the world. I fully believe that Musa, he chopped Pandediam and egusi soup with some plantain and some eba as well. Because that thing, listen, the reason why Nigerians are so tough because of Pandediam and eba. So he ate that, and that's what gave him that extra power. So I think for some reason they only gave him that dosage. They only gave Musa that dosage. Look, I think that first goal is candidate for goal of the tournament. I still feel the goal of the tournament is going to be Nacho's goal. I don't think a goal is going to beat that. But this is a candidate because that was an amazing goal. Because really, the cross was not really anything. But his control, which messed up the Icelandic defender, and his ability to let it drop, and just as it dropped, the timing of the hit, the sweetness of the hit, just everything about it was perfect. Like the control, drop down, timing, hitting it at the right time to the roof of the net. It was just a quality goal in 2-3 different. It reminded me of Beckham's goal in 19. Not as good as it, but the same idea. Control, hook down, finish. And even the second goal as well, completely him. So the goals that Nigeria scored didn't come from good play. It came, Musa just decided to invoke his Pandediam and Eba juice, because that second goal, man, was like, look, right through, past the keeper, composure, because more people are composed in that situation, composure, put it in. So, credits to Nigeria coming out big, but there are still issues there. And I think for Iceland, man, I don't know how, because I think they had a very clear game plan, but I don't know, they didn't know how to react to that goal. I think that goal really messed them up. And I think once they really tried to come through, then it was like that. But I think for Iceland, they could have avoided that first goal because that goal came from a counter-attack. And I think they were so overloaded in the attack that once Nigeria countered and they had so many men, it was very hard for Iceland to come back and really organize the business. But I just think like that control from Musa just really messed them up. But yeah, man. But guys, I've got to just be real with you, man. I knew that they'd win the game. I told you, I know what the narrative is going to be. And guys, Nigerians, I'm speaking to you, Nigerians. Icelandic guys, I love you guys, but I'm sorry, I'm going to switch. I'm sorry, I've got to be a bit biased here. Nigerians, I'm speaking to you now. You know what's going to happen. Don't get your hopes up. This team is still crap. It's still a crap team. I'm being honest. This isn't 94 or 98. If I had Olise, Amokachi, Amonike, Eguavo, Okechukwu, and Finidi George and so forth, bring anybody on. As long as they manage to bring anybody and they can beat anybody. I can't work with Obi Mikel in number 10. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't work with Moses, who's been spending the last season playing a right wing back, so he doesn't know how to play the winger. I can't do it. I can't play with Musa, who sometimes he can be amazing, other times he can be wretched. I can't. I don't know what to do with this. Guys, you all know what's happening on Tuesday. You know what's going to happen. You'll hate me for it. You'll say that I'm unpatriotic. I'm not fully Nigerian. I'm not this. I couldn't really care less. I know who I am, and I believe in who I am, and I know where I came from, and I know how my mother, uncles, and aunts raised me. So I know who I am. So I don't need to prove anything to you guys. So what I do on this channel is that I keep it real. I keep it real, and I try and tell you what the truth is. I know what's happening on Tuesday. Okay, Nigeria are not. Sorry, they're not going through to the next round. At least they're not going out like chumps. Because my fear was that they finished this thing with 0 points or 1 point. So at least you're not going to go out like a bunch of chumps. So that is the beautiful thing. But you've got to look at the bigger picture. Put your feelings to the side and listen to me. There are issues with the team. The team doesn't really have the swagger that they normally should have. That defense is sketchy. The midfield is all over the place. Iheanacho, actually, the dude should have gone to Germany. Going to Leicester City sort of messed with his whole development. But Iheanacho needs a striker to play off of. Why don't you bring Osimhen? Why don't you play Onwakali? Where are the dribblers? Where are the players who are willing to take chances? The football is too European. It's too European. It's because it's European with a mix of Nigeria seeping through, but there's not enough Nigerian juice seeping there. Because I know what Nigerian football is about. It's about dribbling. It's about movement. It's about being unorthodox. It's about playing in a very alternative way that is very hard to mark against. Go look at the tape. Look at the 94 team. Look at the 96 team. Look at the 98 team. That was a hard team to defend. And you don't even know what the game plan is. But here, it's very obvious what the game plan is. It's because it's European. It's European. So, guys, you know what's happening on Tuesday. But at the same time, for Musa, look, man. Well, congrats. Because, again, as I said again, look, man, because I think Ndidi put out a tweet saying, this is for the 100, 200 million, 190 million Nigerians out there. Because that's what these guys need to understand. Maybe you can prove me wrong on Tuesday. I don't think you will, but you just need to understand this. You're not playing for yourself. You're playing for the Nigerians who live on the streets, in those huts, back in Yaba, back in those places that have no electricity. You're doing it because everybody's... So that's what you have to understand, because, again, that's why I look at Iran. That's why I did that video about Iran. And those guys, they literally died on that pitch. So for you Nigerian players, that shirt means a lot. That shirt means a lot. So I'll do my preview on Tuesday. And I know what's going to happen on Tuesday, but still, don't go out like chumps. Don't disgrace this great nation, green, white, and green, because there is history to it. It's the greatest country in the world. Okay, the greatest country in the world isn't America, it's Nigeria. Nigeria is the greatest country in the world. Has issues and have problems, but the greatest country in the world is Nigeria. Always has been and always will be. It is the greatest country in the world. So knowing that, you've got to down that pitch. Do not disgrace the nation. Don't disgrace the flipping the nation. Don't do it. Don't you dare do it. Okay? Because that shirt means something. It means more than any other nation's shirt. My preview will drop on Tuesday. You'll hate me. You won't like what it is. But I'm going to say it. Because I know what the truth is. But all I ask is you don't go out like chumps. That's all I ask. don't go out like chumps. Musa, I'm going to tear you. I'm going to tear you. Tier 2 or tier 1. Thank you for watching this video. Think about pledging and become a Half of Football Hot patron. Pledge an amount each month and gain access to exclusive videos from your boy, the Football Hot, for more analysis. Peace.